Good morning. Welcome to CraftBreak. Now I'm going to try and finish this crystal painting today. Oh, that might have been too many for that colour. Means we're tearing off the top bit too. So I'm going to be moving up and down the painting today. You may not see all of it all of the time, so I do apologise for that, but I shall try and show you. Just found one out of place. Try and show you as we go along. Right, here we go. Now, I've got quite a few things coming in the post to get done, so I'd quite like to get this finished. Alright. Let's go. I've got a light pad too. So we shall see how that goes. Don't know whether it'll help or not. Might do. Might help me to be able to see my gaps. There's a few that look out of place over here. I'll pull those over. Oh. Yeah, it feels like it's been ages since I last did a craft stream. Mostly because we've just had the school holidays, so the kids are back now. Which means I've got a bit of time to do one again. I thought I'd start off with some classical. Nice and peaceful. Oh, actually, hang on. I've just realised I'm off screen. Here we go. I'm now working in this top half. Top third. I may have to hold that in place. I'd like to go sliding. Extra wax on there. I just loaded that up before I started. Oh, I said peaceful a moment ago. It's gone somewhat darker. We've got an ad in about a minute. Hopefully I'll see you on the other side. If not, have a lovely day. I've got some new projects. I've got quite a few diamond paintings to do. So I've got 2 canvases. I think I've got some sun catchers on the way. I've got some of those for my daughter for her birthday, and then I thought, oh, do you know what? I really want a set of those. Now I've got a new model even on the way as well. That I am looking forward to the most. I'm hoping that I'll be able to start that this week. Especially if I can get these finished. And I think the canvases might be kind of a one stream and they're done type situation, so I shall do some of those as well. Then I've got lots of stream related stuff to get done, if I can. I want to sort out my channel rewards. I've got an idea for that. I'm kind of in the middle of setting it up. So I want to do that sometime this week if I can. Actually got 2 Lego sets to build as well, so I could have a Lego day at some stage. I haven't done Lego since the start of the Formula 1 season, I don't think. Still haven't got my contact paper. I need to desperately need to get some of that, really. I keep forgetting. Okay, that's not a very peaceful noise, is it, that? Welcome back. I suspect that the sun catchers will be fairly quick to do as well. I don't think they'll be more than a couple of streams at most. I think the model will probably take me some time. There are lots of crafting stuff coming up. I've got to do some more of my cross stitch too. Okay, maybe it for that colour. I'll move that up a moment while I put this colour back, and we'll get the next one out. I'm kind of starting with the colours that I've missed further down. Go for F next. That might be a yellow. Where will you be? Let's shuffle that down again. I think I've filled in all of those gaps. Now I've got the light pad behind it. I can see the gaps more clearly, and there's more of them than I realised. We were quite lucky over the Easter holidays. We had some really nice weather. The first week was a bit iffy. It was a bit kind of on and off rain between bright sunshine, proper April showers, you know. A few times of hailstones. The second week was lovely. We managed to go to the local playground. Well, I say local, it's in our city, that had been refurbished. We went a couple of times. I took my daughter and one of her friends, and then we arranged to meet other friends whilst we were there. We were there for quite a few hours. think mainly because as one group of friends left, another arrived. We weren't all there at the same time, so we ended up staying there for about 6 hours in the end. We've got bouncy castles there as well, which, you know, can be a little bit of a pain. They're not cheap. They all had a go on that. Stayed in the park for a few hours. We had a little kind of, well, I took lunch boxes with us. Not quite a picnic, but not far off. That day, my face really caught the sun. Came home with a bright red face. It was really warm and sunny, but you know, you just didn't realise because it wasn't really, really hot. I feel like I was burning at all. I'm a bit bad with sun cream for myself. I'm better with the kids, obviously. We didn't do much of the street though. The walking challenge. Really, they're too far apart and you have to kind of hit the targets within an hour. So, you know, we kind of picked up one on the way to the park. And then there were some others like further down and just outside of the park, which is a bit of a walk. So we stopped at the park. Obviously, that's what we were aiming for. But I didn't realise I needed to hit those other targets within the hour, which is a bit annoying really. Why can't you just join them up in your own time? So in fact we didn't end up getting much of that done. You know, if you're encouraging 5-year-olds to walk, I think some of them need to be a bit closer together because it's a long way for a small child. That turned out to be a bit of a disappointment, really. And I could kind of cheat and just take a walk later. There's 3 that are fairly nearby. They're nearby for an adult. They're quite a long walk again for a 5-year-old. I could just take all of our cards and tap them all. I mean, ultimately, it is for prizes for the school or rewards for the school, so don't feel that bad doing it. We had one party and sleepover over the holidays. That was right at the beginning. It was actually successful. Well, mostly. We had one child who was sick halfway through. That wasn't great. And then, of course, she couldn't stay over, so she was quite upset. Poor thing, to be collected by her mum. She did kind of stay until others were going, though. But yes, it was the best decision, because I think she was still ill later on that night, so... We had two friends stay until the morning, which was loud but very funny. It was good fun. Acting out different things that they've seen online. They were all pretty patient with her younger sister as well, because you know she's a bit younger. They're at those ages where she really wants to hang out with them. I mean, they're not teens or anything, but you know, and they're just getting into that stage where they don't really want younger children around. I thought they were all pretty kind, so. One of the kids went to see the Mario movie at the weekend. And then went out for sushi, so took the opportunity So our youngest doesn't like going to the cinema, so not yet anyway. It's a bit loud for her. So she didn't want to go, so I stayed home with her. My eldest went out with her dad, and they went and got sushi, which again the youngest doesn't like, so it was a good opportunity for them to go and actually try a sushi place in town. And my eldest has been going on about it for months. There's a cat cafe in town as well. I've got to arrange that. Just giggling because we had the youngest come down in like tears the other night. I really want a cat. I really want a dog. Well, you might have to wait until you're older. I don't have the space. Turn my music down in my ear a bit. I don't know how loudly I'm speaking. Summer school uniform sorted out yesterday. Constant stuff to buy. Feet are growing. Seasons are changing. Quite lucky that mine are the same gender, really, because I get to use the clothes twice. You're basically buying a new summer wardrobe and a new winter wardrobe every year. That down a bit so you can see that a bit more clearly. None at the moment, but I'm sure there'll be one somewhere. Pop that off. I'll switch colour. I'll try and figure out where we're going next. So, yes, that's 11. Right. I'll just switch the colour over. Find it first. So many of them. Oh, first time. That was lucky. I'll just double check that was right. Yep, that's fine. Okay. Where are we? Let's fill in these bits that I've missed. Oh yes, I've got a ton of school uniform coming today. Exciting. At least that's done and out the way. Got Girl Guide uniforms, or at least bags to buy as well. Yes, lots of admin to catch up on after the Easter holidays. We did just relax a bit, so it's quite nice. It's nice for them to have a break too. Right, so how far do I need to pull this down? Quite far, I think, to be able to see this. Clicking. I hold further up the stylus, I can keep my arm off of the painting. I really do need to get the contact paper. That would help with this, I think. It's harder to be more accurate, I find, if I'm holding the stylus further up, but there we go. I like to have the camera a bit closer so you can see a bit more clearly what's going down. I will zoom it out at some stage so you can see the whole painting. Quite a lot to do. As I say, I did want to get this done today, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. So speed up a bit. Music's too relaxing for that. I do have a thing of walking or working to the speed of my music. Especially walking, I can't help it really. I can't listen to reggae when I'm walking. It gives me a weird gait. And it's very slow. The like kind of walking pace. It's like bounce when you walk. I have to be careful here. I've got two letters and numbers, very similar colours next to each other. I've put these in the right place. I suppose it would be like you couldn't go to the gym and play reggae. It would be quite hard to keep on pace with what you're doing. And imagine doing cardio work to reggae. I find that a bit with working as well, so definitely crafting might go more to the speed of what I'm listening to. I've put on classical today, but I think this is more new stuff. It's not typical classical so far. It sounds like it's going to be quite epic. Hi Guy, how are you? How's your day going so far? And are you having a better one today? You woken up less meh? Got a new light pad. I'm just trying it out today. Not sure if it's interfering with the colours of what you can see. I am on early today, so the kids are back at school, which means I can get to do some crafting through the day. So I don't really craft in the evenings because my eyes get tired. I find it a bit more difficult in the evening. I go wrong more. So I tend to do crafting through the day. The battle music is more that I've chosen a classical playlist today, which I do the music through Epidemic Sound, so I kind of just let it choose a playlist, and I didn't put in a mood, I just let it choose classical today. So I think we're going to have some epic stuff and some laid back stuff and some dreamy stuff, bit of a mixture I think. I generally select a mood, but today I thought, you know what, I'm just going to let it play, see what we hear. So yeah, it doesn't kind of go with the scene, does it? It's a nice peaceful scene, but not quite so peaceful music. So who are we fighting? We're fighting time. Time to get this piece done. I wanted to get it finished today. We've got lots of stuff coming in the post. I want to be ready to start my model when it arrives. Although that does remind me, I need to order some super glue. So my hobbit hole is on its way. And I've got a few more canvases, diamond painting ones to do, that the kids bought me for Mother's Day. some sun catchers to do, cross stitch to do. I'm a bit behind with crafting. That's good, because I do find streaming gives you the time to do it. And a reason to do it, you know, other than just it's relaxing. But I don't know, when I'm streaming it, it feels like it's a bit more productive. I know, you know, they've put it under their classical section, and look what we've gone to. We've gone from epic battle music to something nice and peaceful after the battle. Everybody's making their way home. Kind of sad. So how do you play your D&D? Do you kind of, I don't know, do you have a board, or do you have like imagery on a PC, or how do you play your D&D? And who's your dungeon master? You need somebody who's quite good at describing and storytelling. So is Daggerheart part of D&D, or is that a completely separate game? I don't play myself. I have tried, we did try once with a group, but the group kind of disbanded, so we never got to finish it. And to be honest, it's, you know, even as somebody who reads a lot, it was quite taxing for my imagination. Okay, you may have to explain that as well. Oh, I'm sorry, Guy. I'm not well up on my D&D. Right, oh, there's one. I'm just scanning over to see if I can see any I've missed. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, I'd like to watch that. I have been watching a different group of people playing it, but I haven't watched it continuously. It does look good when it's done properly. I mean, I did find it quite fun playing with my friends. It's a shame it stopped, really. Right, so where are we going next, colour-wise? Red, I think. I'm just going to switch colours. Are you working today? Okay, well, where is this done then? I thought they were fairly in order, but they're not. Maybe it's not red that I'm looking for. Must be. It's bright red. Not very well organised, it seems. Oh, there it is. Okay, a bit suspicious. There's not many in there. Let's hope there's not many of these left. Oh, dropping drills everywhere. Okay, so I'm just going to fill the gaps down here. there's too many. Okay, so this is the bottom half of the picture. We can see all the boat and everything. Why is the 5th edition so bad, in your opinion? Quick. Yeah, I'm just scanning around. I hate putting a colour back and then finding another one that I haven't done. I don't know why. I don't know why it bothers me so much. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Ah, there we go. Now I understand what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know, that's kind of part of the point of D&D really, is to be able to be creative, that you'd never know what each person is going to do with the story, so yeah. Although I guess for some people like me who have like less imagination, going by the book might be a bit more helpful. Right. Let's go for hives next. I think that's going to be a light yellow. Ah, there we go. I reckon there's going to be a few of these, so let's get going with these. I suppose it's quite nice to have a version that different people can play. I totally get if it's not really your cup of tea. Kind of is not really what D&D is about, I suppose. So we've got an ad starting in about a minute. Depending on my lag, it might be about 30 seconds for you. But I hope I see you on the other side. If not, thank you for joining me. I've just found a colour that I've put away and I've just missed some of. So blind. Right, let's just check where we are on screen. Okay, you can all see that, that's fine. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I see what you mean. And I suppose that depends on how good your DM is. But I don't know, my brain panics. So I'm just like, what do I do? What do I say? What can I do? That was, well, can I do this? Can I do that? Is this something I can do? Can I build a tunnel over there? Can I... But yes, I don't know. It doesn't come naturally to me really, but I'm really into stories and stuff and reading, so it should do. Maybe it's just a practice thing and a let's not panic thing. You know, if you do that, let me know because I'll come and watch. And I might build up the courage to play it. Oh, hang on. I think you're in an ad now. Oh, cool. Oh, I'm not sure if I'm back from the ad yet, Guy, but if I am, then lovely. Thank you for the lurk, and it's been lovely speaking to you, and I hope you have a good day. And yeah, let me know about any D&D streams. Come along and watch. Brilliant. Have a lovely day, Guy. Speak to you soon. I'm sticking every now and then. I do apologise. Have this tearing sound every now and then. Yeah, we have got quite the mixture of music today. I'm liking it. Switch up the vibe a bit. How are we going? I'm just putting down some light yellow at the moment. This is obviously where the sun is, I should think. Oh, so nice to get back to crafting. Not that I dislike gaming, of course not. It's good fun. I've been playing Luigi's Mansion recently. I'm hoping, well, kind of, that I'm getting to the end of that. Mainly because I've probably got to hand the Switch back to my daughter. She has not been pleased the last couple of nights. It's only because she forgets to charge up her other devices. Yeah, there's potentially only 2 levels of that left. Potentially. And then, of course, it depends on how long it takes me to get past them. And then I shall probably go back to doing some design work in Hightail. Or searching for dinosaurs. See what I feel like when I get there. After all of our nice weather last week, it's gone a bit cold again. I had a switched on Friday. We lost like 10 degrees. You're like, please stay warm. Cold is too much for me. Annoying when you go out because you never know what to wear. Inevitably you take coats and then they all come off, and then I'm stood there like a coat rack. Nice chilled weekend actually. Lots of playing with the kids. One of the kids made their own board game, so we had a little go of that. I can't remember what she called it. Crazy Cats maybe? The board, they all kind of move along a long piece of yarn, or wool as we would call it. And then you have spaces that are needle spaces. And they kind of give you an instruction. So we had a game of that. That was good. Then last night she was writing me out instructions for something I can do on stream. So a few weeks ago I made her these bases for puppets that she makes. So she's decorated a few of those. I will when I next do a stream. I didn't kind of bring them up today, but I'll show you them because some of them are really good. She said, oh yes, I'll make you a list of instructions on how to do the decoration on them, and then you can do some on stream and I'll give you some ideas of how to decorate them. So cute, really. She should make her own little video of how to do them. Oh, are we right at the top again? I think we are, so I'll just move that down. Yes, I did say I'll show you what they look like. I also Going back to stuff that I need to do for streaming, I wanted to make some more emojis. Emotes. I'd quite like some animated ones. Just kind of figuring out how to do them, really. I think one thing that streaming has shown me is it's reminded me that I do learn things quite quickly. I've learnt to do a few things that I've never done before, never thought I would be able to do. Some video editing stuff, making thumbnails. I haven't gotten to setting up OBS yet with kind of putting all of their sources in and stuff, but I've seen it be done a couple of times, so I think I'd have an idea. It's just kind of reminded me that actually I do pick this stuff up quickly. Someone generally only has to show me and I write my own instructions along to it, then I'm off really. Going back to work, I need to kind of remember that. But, oh, look, there we go, I found a red one I missed. Oh. It's only one. I'm useless. Right, I'm going to have a load of gaps again at the top. I have to get all these colours out again. So yes, I think I'd confidently be able to go into an interview and say, well, you know, just show me what processes you use, what you're aiming for. I'll probably be able to do it for you. And I should probably leave out the word probably. We're going to switch over. Okay, so let's go with, okay, that's another yellow. What number is that? These are all kind of out of order. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's loads of this one. Okay, I need quite a few. I'm just waiting for some health support before going back to work, and they've been in contact, so I'm hoping I'll get my first appointment soon, so that will all be progressing soon, hopefully. Right, where are we going next? Right, so we've got quite a lot in this top section to do with this colour. Make sure you can see that. I'm both looking forward to and dreading going back to work. Hate not having a monthly payday. It'll cut down my streaming time. It's much harder to fit it in. Let's move that down further. And I think streaming is helping towards that as well, so it's definitely making me feel a little bit more confident. I think even the few small achievements through Twitch is just, I don't know, giving me a boost really. Boost that I probably needed. I'm reminded me I can achieve stuff. So I felt for a very long time that I'm, you know, not really achieving much. Pottering through life. Trying to keep on top of everything. It seems to be a bit not very well lined up, but when I move it, it kind of uncovers the letter, as it were. I shall leave it like that for now. Where else are we? There we go. But yes, I think I'm going to try and learn how to do some shorts, like short videos. So I'd quite like to learn how to time-lapse them, which I don't think is too difficult. And how to make shorts in DaVinci that are portrait. Everything's set up landscape, so I need to learn how to set up a new project that's all in portrait. And it's mainly just knowing, you know, all the background stuff when it's set up, all the sound levels and audio stuff that I need to know that I can't even explain. I don't even have the words for at the moment. Back to epic again. Maybe I should have been a bit more careful with the selection. I'm quite liking the differences though. I quite like mixing it up a bit. Hold this further down my stylus so I don't keep sticking. Like it should be in a movie. If this was in a game, this would be scaring me right now. I kind of like feeling of that bit of music that feels like a heartbeat. That bit. Feels like something sneaking around. To listen to much of it, but Classical FM had their Hall of Fame on over the Easter weekend. I do generally like that weekend. I think they might, I think it's the top 300 that they play. I think they're chosen by viewers, but you often get new stuff in there, which is quite good. I got to listen to some of the newer stuff because that tends to be in the bottom half. Although it can move up quite quickly year on year, so but yeah, it's a good weekend if you ever get to listen to it and you like classical music, that is. it's definitely a channel aimed at older people. You could tell by the adverts, like what they're actually advertising. My kids really like it. They listen to it when they go to sleep. Of course, quite a few movie themes and gaming themes are classical based, so get stuff that's more up to date. Someone suggested, I've just been thinking about, all the projects that I'm doing while streaming. I just don't have the room to keep really, so what to do with them. Someone suggested setting up a shop, but I wasn't sure, but I might look into it because I suppose it would hurt either way. Never even thought I'd make Twitch affiliate, let alone anything else, so doesn't hurt to try, does it? Might surpass expectation. And it's better than keeping them all under the bed. Hi T! How are you? Hi Will! Oh wow, I've got two chatters. Yeah, I thought I'd look into it T, but I have no idea really. I take it you can sell the crystal or diamond paintings after you've made them. They're not my own design, so I have to research these things and whether, what sort of thing you charge for them. And I have no idea really, so I think really it'll be kind of research. And models, I'm sure they would sell better. But at the same time, shipping those I think might be a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, I think so. I think I'd have to go and have a look into it really. So before I could commit to doing something like that, I'd have to, double check. But yes, I thought I'd research that. See if I can get, just what might be possible, I suppose. If not, there's going to be a lot of gifts going, I reckon, or giveaways. That's the other thing I should look into. So if you can't really resell, then I shall look onto giveaways and stuff. And that way I don't have to keep them all. Oh, really? Yeah, so that is an option, isn't it? Well, I hadn't really thought about where. Because I hear people selling stuff on TikTok, so I'm not on TikTok, so I don't really know much about that. And obviously, is it to do? Yeah, I've been told to kind of avoid Etsy. Yeah, I don't think that would be worth it either. So I think they've got some quite strict rules and stuff. I don't know. About when you can get the money and that type of thing. So I don't know. I might be wrong with that. I don't really know much about it. But yeah, I see a lot on the To-Do app, or people talking about that one, but again, not something I know much about. So I think, a fair bit of research is going to be going on. I just don't have room at home for all of the stuff that I have. Especially if I end up doing quite a few models. I don't know where I'm going to put them. And that's the other thing, I always have this kind of confidence issue, certainly with the models, because I'm quite early on in doing that I don't know. Well, they're going to be imperfect. They're not going to be completely perfect. So there's again kind of selling on that basis, knowing that they may not be like shop quality. I don't know. I think it's something for the future, maybe. A fair bit of researching. Do you sell any of yours on tea? Or do you tend to make for people? You don't, no. No, yeah, it was floated to me about having a, or hubby said about having a website, really. Again, not really a route that I've gone down. It's just really to, yeah, I have that tea as well. I worry that the drills will fall off, or things aren't as, you know, as perfect as they could be. I don't know. I suppose knowing what people would expect, and I think I need to research what else is out there and what other people are doing. So, lots of Siri action going on. So yeah, it is a hobby for me as well. Yeah, definitely. I think it's... Yes, that's what we thought was, well, having a website for kind of a central place for everything, because I also want to sort out my socials as well. So I don't have Instagram or TikTok. It's not really something I don't really take lots of photos generally. I have Facebook and stuff, but again, my use of that has gone down as I've gotten older. But that was another thing to sort out. And just have some galleries and stuff of completed projects. But I do think there's going to be a time where I'm going to have too much. I'm not going to have space for things. I'll try and keep stuff that the kids have bought for me. A bit of fluff. Rid of the fluff. Sorry, I get distracted by a bit of fluff. I've not heard of Blue Sky, so that's another one to look into. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I think anything that I use will be set up as CraftBreak. It will be completely separate from anything personal. But yeah, I was just going through a list of stuff that I want to do, T. So I've got lots of stuff to be doing while the kids are at school. Just stuff that would be easier to do before I go back to work, as it were. So if I can get things sorted out. So socials is one of them. Just an Instagram, I think, for just showing projects, I suppose. I think it's also having a confidence to thinking of, does anyone want to see them? But, you know, you can just put it out there, can't you? People can look if they want to or not, or whatever the case may be. So yes, I need to... I'm just thinking, oh, if my model arrives today, I might have model and no super glue. I need to get that sorted out. Sorry, just messing around, making sure they're in the right place. There's a press. A little bit bad pressing now I've got the light pad underneath it. I don't want to damage the pad. So cross stitches I tend to do with somebody in mind at the moment because they take so long. I did my mum one last year, but one for my mother-in-law this year, which, I mean, the rate it's going is probably not going to be done this year. It came from Lidl Tea. So we were talking about one the other day. My hubby was kind of looking through stuff online. And then there was one in the middle of Lidl when he went shopping yesterday. So he just picked it up. I don't know how good it will be or if it's making a lot of difference, or we'll see. I'll try and compare videos, a a before and after video later. See what I think. So I don't think it's got a stand though, as far as I know. So I don't think you can use it like an easel. It doesn't look like it, because it doesn't look like it's got a way of kind of keeping it on there. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something though. But yes, it's a new thing. Just giving it a go. Oh. How far up the page? Oh, you can still see. That's okay. Watched the Artemis 2 re-entry the other day. That was really good. I love space stuff. I mean, it wasn't a movie, but it was really good. It was just that heart in mouth moment, because their communications, they lost communication link on re-entry. Just like waiting for the first screening of the shot of them having made it through. And the first contact, it's like heart in mouth moments. Oh, this music's quite appropriate, really. Oh, gee, that's so typical, isn't it? I've got an ad starting in about a minute, so hopefully I see you on the other side. If not, have a lovely day. Oh, what was scary? Sorry, was that the space Artemis 2 re-entry? I'm not sure which part of the conversation you were responding to, sorry. Ooh, that hand needs to bend. The hand to stretch. Oh yeah, no, I know. It is a scary moment, isn't it? It was for quite a long time as well. I think it was about 4.5 minutes. And because it's, well, I mean, obviously it's not untested, but it's the fastest re-entry they've done so far, I think. So certainly with humans on board. I mean, I don't know personally if I could do that, even if it was widely available. I think I'd find that too scary. I don't like looking out at open water, like big open spaces of water, so I don't know what I'd be like with space. Just big open spaces of space. No, scary. I mean, I'd love to be able to see the views that they see, but yeah. Or experience zero gravity, that would be cool. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the word is for having, like, fear of big wide open spaces. It's agoraphobic. Yeah, see, that would be awful. I was playing Hightail one night and one of the kids came up into the attic and I didn't hear them at all. Like, touched me on the arm and I flew 50 foot in the air, I think. It's like, do not do that. I'm creeping around underground and you're making me jump. I think you guys might be in an ad now. I don't know, I've worked out I have got a bit of a delay. Oh, you're back. Oh, good. Welcome back, everyone. Oh, see, it still says you've got like 9 seconds. So, yeah, I think we've worked out. We have got a bit of a delay. So that's why I've stopped kind of saying welcome back, because I don't know, you might have been back for like 5 minutes. Oh, no, not that much. Bit of an exaggeration. You might have been back for a while. Let's go move this up a bit while I get another bit of this colour out. But you two aren't meant to be in there. Oh yeah, there's still quite a few of those. Maybe not that many, but oh well. I'm not sure if I'm going to get this all done today, though. Do you work, T, or what are you doing today? Got the day off, or? The film Gravity I only watched once. That whole concept for me is far too scary. So it made sense to start filling in the bits at the bottom and carrying on with that colour, but really I probably should have done this side and then I would stop sicking. I should have been a bit more practical. Oh, are ya? Oh no! Oh, okay. I just read the first bit and was like, oh no! But the second bit makes that okay. Although, you know, when everyone's highly stressed around you, that's not necessarily that nice. But at least it's not actually your issue to deal with. Could be worse. I did have a list of stuff I wanted to do, but I seem to have like lost it. Kind of brought it up here on purpose. I can't find it. What have I done with that? I find if you have stuff written down, it's much easier to complete it. Kind of keeps your mind a bit more focused. We're really getting the sun. Oh, wishful thinking. We're starting to see the sunshine now on the painting. I just want more of it outside. Does remind me I need to go and water the pots in the garden. It hasn't been raining either, so the odd sunny day here and there does dry them out quite a bit. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I'm the same, T, so I need things to be broken down into smaller tasks, because otherwise I find it a bit overwhelming, and when I find that overwhelming or what seems to be a bit of a mountain to climb, it will stop me from starting. So I definitely find that, yeah, it helps to have things broken down into smaller tasks. So yeah, I have an idea of how I want things to look and stuff like that, so I've just had to break it down into tasks that I can complete, maybe even if it's a weekly task, which is fine, because even by the end of sort of the next half term, the next school holidays, it would all be set up, you know. Whereas I've kind of been putting off doing it because it does seem like a bit of a mountain. But yes, that was the aim of the list too. I also find that if I'm feeling really unmotivated to do something, is to just ask myself to do 5 minutes of it. So I promise myself, I just, you know, if you don't want to do it after you've done 5 minutes, then you can stop. But often, more than not, you get to the end of 5 minutes and you've just kind of gotten into it. I just find it really helps in overcoming procrastination. Because sometimes you think, oh, it's such a big task that, or something is, you know, you don't really want to do it. Well, you even if you can just do 5 minutes of it, you have like, that has produced something, that 5 minutes. But also, you often get to the end of the 5 minutes and you're fine. It was just a problem starting. If you've got it in your mind that you don't have to do any more than that, I just find it helps me to kind of overcome things. And there's never anything I've used that 5 minute rule for that I haven't then just carried on. It's like, you know, I have depression issues that can make me unmotivated and stop me doing stuff, so I have to use that every now and then. I think I'd been putting off streaming for quite a while, so the idea was muted as it were, like a few months before I actually started. It took me a while to build up to it. And it was like, oh, well, just do one. Just do a little bit. If you don't like it, you can stop. Yeah, doom scrolling is not good. And it can take over a bit. I'm quite good now. I tend to save that for the morning. I just have my cup of tea. I do a little bit of scrolling through the news, which, as you say, is mostly bad news. And then I put it away. I don't tend to scroll through it again. I have mobile games that I do in place of scrolling, so it's still something on my phone. But yeah, give the 5 minute rule a go. You know, you might at first find that you're stopping after that 5 minutes, but actually you've still done 5 minutes of the work. And that will all eventually build up. But as I say, most of the time I carry on after that 5 minutes. It's just the starting. It's almost like a trick. I'm tricking my brain. I'm just showing it that actually it can be a much shorter period. You don't have to be at this for hours. So kind of tricks it in enough to say, oh yeah, do you know what? Okay, we'll just do 5 minutes. And then it feels all right. It's silly, isn't it? Psychological games with yourself. Yeah, see? Exactly. So you could have been doing it, but it's just getting over that hump, really. Like, instead you spent 5 hours doing something that is completely irrelevant and unproductive. You know, as I say, you might the first few times find you only do 5 minutes. And after that you might find actually you do 15. I got to a point fairly quickly that it's just, I tell myself, yep, you can leave after 5 minutes. And then I don't feel like I have to. Just realised how nice and peaceful the music is. One. Where are we in the day? Oh, about 10 to 11. So have you got a long work day, T, or 9 to 5, or is that a bit TMI? I'm sorry about that. I don't know how bad that sounds or not. I keep ripping my arm off the painting. Oh no, you might want to plug in your PC. You're right, I might. Don't die. Oh God. Hang on a minute. Something's come out. Oh. Oh, there we go. We knocked out the power cable. I'm glad I noticed that message. Otherwise you probably would have died. Ow, there's not sufficient space to keep recording. Oh dearie me. Got it all going on this morning. I'll try and move my chair back to where it was. There we go. Well, at least we're not going to lose power. Oh well. That's a bonus. I like it when you kind of can get away with a little bit. So you've got a fair way to go then before the end of the day. As I say, I wanted to get this finished in one stream today, but I'm not sure if that's going to be possible. This might be a 2-stream. I didn't want to use the multi-tool because, yeah, I find that it's not as accurate for me at the moment. Not the tool's fault, it's mine. Yeah, 9 to 5 is quite draining. Kind of, I don't know. It is nice though to not have to do shifts in a way, because you know that you've got your evening free. Especially if you're in a kind of job where you can kind of leave at 5 and you're not being emailed and hassled and stuff after that time, so. To be fair, I think structure probably helps most people's lives, doesn't it really? I think it kind of keeps you in good habits anyway. You know, for instance, without that kind of structure, I don't need to get dressed in the morning if I don't want to. Unless I've got the school run, of course, then I have to get dressed. But otherwise, you know, having that kind of structure does help you keep other things on track. And it gets to the Easter holidays and it all falls apart. Hello, Siddy. How are you? Thank you for coming by. Are you at work as well? Yeah, work from home is definitely helps things, I think. Especially if you get to take out. So my commute was, although I'm in the same city, and actually it's only about 6 or 7 miles away, or my old workplace was, it takes like over an hour each way, so it just adds more time on. Not helped by the fact that I use public transport. So work from home is definitely a blessing. It is for childcare as well. Not in terms of like looking after the kids whilst you're childcaring, just being that bit cheaper, and you know, my family did childcare, so I was fairly lucky in that respect, but it did mean that some people, you know, you get charged horrendous amounts if you're late by 15 minutes. Ah, okay, cool. What are you working on, Siddy? What kind of sewing are you doing? Right. I think we're done with this colour. I have just noticed more that I've missed. Okay, where to next? I want this one. Which is a brown, I think. Oh, wow. You can't actually sew. Really? Are you using a machine? Because actually, if you can't sew, then a coat is quite a big ask as a kind of first project. Especially depending on the thickness of your fabric. I tried to make a bag and it was not easy. I never finished it. I broke too many needles, I think. Oh, cool. So are you two partners or are you two as friends? Or because you clearly know each other. I don't know if I've picked up how though. Oh, I love the sound of that colour. That's great. So who are you? Ah, that's cool. So this is who you bought the light pad for? Or roommates? No comment is what I'm going to say there. I'll leave you two to sort that one out. I was going to say, right, run and hide, Siddy. Oh, cool. So, which character are you doing it for? Or is it not a particular character, just something that you've created? Right, let's see. Where did that one go? Oh, I've lost it now. Oh, here it is. So it must have been quite far down. Okay, so we're going to be quite close to the top again. Try, Siddy. Like, it might be that I have to allow it. I'm not sure. I can't remember what it's set up to. No links allowed. Oh. Oh, so it wasn't Siri that did that. Oh, I'm sorry, Siddy. I'll try and sort that out. Hang on. So I'm not even sure how I undo that. Bear with me. Sorry, it did that to me in somebody's stream the other day. Sorry, City. That was me as well. And I said, "I'll just try it. Just do it." Streaming tools. Let's have a look. No, you're not under there, I don't think. Oh, where's it gone? Oh, there it is. Chatbot. Timers. Is that? Nope, that's not. Oh, annoying. Oh dear, I'm so sorry. I'm not entirely sure how I sort you out at the moment. Oh, can I? Oh, his name's not there. It's gone. It deleted all of his messages. Oh, very dare you, Stream Elements. Oh, I can't remember where we are. So, Dodd, are you listening? If you are, can you pop up, please? Should I set it up? So what we did, we took it all off and then it was causing some issues. So I think we must have put it back on again, but I can't remember where I've done it. Oh. I shall, oh, that's good. I'll see if he heard me. I shall text him. Help! Help me! I'm useless. I think it's because I feel a bit more under pressure. I've got two on here. Maybe I changed Siri. I'm just going to send help. There we go. But at least you're not blocked now. Oh, good. I'm glad you heard everything. I thought you might be able to. It happened to me in somebody's stream the other day because I hadn't tried to put a link, but I had accidentally put a dot. So I put a full stop in between two words by accident. And it kicked me out. I've just done the same, but I told you to do it, so it's even worse. We'll see. You might be able to mess around with that whilst I'm doing this. And then you will be able to post a link, I promise. I thought it was going to give us the option of allowing it or not. I mean, I have just literally shouted help. Such a girl. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Brilliant. I will have a look. But you know, kind of seems to be an all or nothing. I'd quite like to be able to allow the links I want and, you know, not the ones I don't want. But I've obviously got it set up somewhat differently. See, this is the other thing I need to do, T, is learn to do this stuff myself. I'm pretty sure that I was the one messing around with it though, so I must have gotten there at some stage. I just can't remember how. Let's have a little look. Ow. Cool. Oh, that's epic. There's kind of like an old soldier's uniform. In blue. Oh, well, good luck with that. I'd like to see a photo when you're done. See how it came out. I definitely find it inspiring when people do, you know, haven't been doing things long. And it gives you the inspiration to try something yourself, doesn't it? Oh, yes. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Because it is that kind of coat, isn't it? Well, at least, hopefully you'll be able to use the pattern for the base of the coat. Oh, I think I'd find that the most daunting bit, Siddy, is having to try and alter it myself. I'm good at following instructions. Not always so great at working it out myself. I'll get a bit higher up my stylus. I'm not sticking so much. How are we for what you can see? I can see it all. You see a bit more of the painting when that's unfortunately my camera's a bit close now to be able to do a full screen view of it properly. That's the painting so far. All of this bit is practically complete, minus the odd like one here and there. And we've got up to the little house and then the sunset that we're doing at the moment. We're just doing the sunsetty sky. Oh, thanks, Siddy. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I wanted something nice and summery, like kind of bring in the seasons. And this is what I found, so... I'd quite like to be able to do my own paintings with drills. That's another thing I need to research, T, is how to do that, how to do my own ones. So you can send them off to a company to do. I think you can also do it yourself if you draw pictures, you know, colour it in and whatnot, and then get double-sided self-adhesive strips. Can't speak. Self-adhesive sheet. That's a tongue twister. Like double-sided. So I'm just kind of looking into how to maybe do my own one. want a way to like use up all of the drills. I can't just keep boxes and boxes and boxes of drills. I need something to do with them. So I'm kind of trying to look into how to do my own thing. I have got my little VTuber. She's not on at the moment. She mainly tends to look down with her mouth open when I'm crafting. Just see if I can... I'd quite like to do her as a crystal painting. And then it's kind of personalised. I'm just trying to figure out how to get it done. And my logo as well, so I'm going to try and sort that out too. Because it's kind of, it was done very quickly, you know, just to kind of get me started. So I'd quite like to get that sharpened up, I think. Make that clearer as to what that is, and then maybe do some crystal paintings of that as well, or diamond paintings, whatever you like to call them. I can't stand having boxes of unused stuff around. So, but I'm also a little bit of a hoarder, so I find it really difficult to throw them away. Yeah, this is it. So we started off just kind of get it on there and get started, and you know, I never really expected it to need so much work so soon. So that's, I mean, that's a good thing, really. So yes, I just want to get things tidied up and everything sorted out. So we've got about an ad in about a minute, it says. That's probably about 30 seconds for you. So I hope to see you on the other side. If not, have a lovely day and thanks for joining me. But yes, as I said, I am a bit of a hoarder for stuff, so I'd quite like to find a way to use them. I'm not sure if you send it off to somewhere to kind of print it out for you, whether they send you the drills as well, or if they just kind of tell you what colours. So I'm going to write myself a note. Look at links. And stream elements. So we don't catch anybody else out. And so I don't forget. Because it seems my request for help has fallen on deaf ears. Or busy ears. No ears. Sticking my head really close to the heater. It's getting very warm. I am in the attic, so it could be worse. It was quite chilly when I got up here. I suspect it probably would be still if that heater wasn't on, so I'll stop complaining. So I'm going to grab some water. That's cold. welcome back. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you're back anyway. I waited until 10 seconds before it says you're back, so hopefully you're back. Oh, I can't believe we're already an hour and 40 minutes in. Time's flown. I think it feels like I haven't really done that much. That's why I'm surprised. Really? It's like an hour and 40 minutes work? You're kidding me, right? This is the other thing with oh, I see. Oh, really? Oh, cool. Is that something like, is that a subscription? Okay, if you're thinking of cancelling it, I'm taking it's not been that great in terms of what you want it for. I've forgotten what I was going to say. I distracted myself. Never mind. Oh yeah, I was going to say, we're charging things in shops. You're meant to take in the time it takes to make something, aren't you, really? To add that to the price, but a little bit bad. Like, not your fault that I'm slow. I feel like it'd be a bit extortionate. Oh, I see. Yeah, alright, that's not a bad idea. So it costs around 2 subs. Something to think about. Because the issue I have is I can't really sub to everybody that I want to support and who I watch. So there's the option of kind of switching the sub around, you know, and changing month to month. Or something like that, I suppose, would mean that I was essentially supporting everybody who I was watching. Might be something to look into. Yeah, well, I think we're all trying to save money though, aren't we, Siddy? I know that you guys are specifically saving, aren't you, for a large purchase. Right. Unless I've mixed up my streamers. Oh, so yeah, you had the same thought too. I didn't even know that existed. So that might be a way to go. Because really, otherwise I'd be paying out at least 10 subscriptions, and I just don't really have that kind of spare cash, really. Not when I've got to sort out stuff for the kids, like swimming lessons. They're expensive. So I do need to sort those out. One's having music lessons, and they're quite expensive as well. Which means when it becomes available to the second one, that will also need to be added. X is a 13. I think you're a kind of orange. I know. It's oh, good city. I'm glad I got the right people. I always worry about that. But yeah, I know. I feel bad as well, T. So there was somebody's stream who I watch a lot, and I kept thinking, like, you know, I'm not really contributing, and I feel like I want to. I know you kind of contribute with views, and you know, people can make their partnership and stuff, and you can't do that without a certain number of viewers. So I know you are kind of doing something just by viewing and following, but I just kind of felt bad that I was actually benefiting and getting so much from this person's stream without actually really contributing myself. So I do kind of get that, because I feel the same. But yeah, it's just I can't afford it, really. Not at the moment, anyway. So yes, maybe a package where I can support lots of people at once. That would be quite good. Yeah, that is a bit weird, isn't it? Because I'd imagine that I'd have quite a bit of uptake. There must be loads of people who just can't, you know, afford to support everyone they want to support. So I think that would be a really good idea. And before you mentioned it, Siddy, I'd never heard of it. So yeah, I just didn't realise that I'd actually need to do a lot of this stuff really, really quickly. So I think for a little while I might need to just kind of treat streaming as a job for a little while, just kind of to give myself a kick up the bum to get these things done. Because actually once it's done, then you can kind of sit back a little bit more in terms of just focusing on what the content is rather than, you know, all of your rewards and your engagement things. Oh, that's strange. That's really weird, T. How is it advertised to you? I mean, it's not like, is it email or does it connect you to somehow? Look, he's got it, maybe she'd like it. Okay, that's really strange. I don't think I've ever seen that. Ah, okay. I'll look out for it. Although, you know, the advertising's worked. Well, how did you find out about it, Siddy? Has the advertising worked? Oh, I'll tell you what. So my phone, probably shouldn't say this out loud, but it has an ad block up. So I wonder if actually a lot of things are missed by me because they're blocked. Yeah, maybe. So I generally watch Twitch via my mobile. So there's also possibly a difference. I will have to try and find out what mine's called. I'll whisper it to you later. Oh, hang on. I need to make sure I don't put my screen on phone. My phone on screen. There we go. Oh well. Yeah, no, I'll get that information for you, T, and I'll send that over. Because actually I didn't set it up, but it does seem to be quite a good one. And I use it for watching ITVX. Oh, I see, Siddy. Well, so it wasn't necessarily like actually Twitch's advertising. It's actually made it known. So I've learnt about it through you. Must be more of a word of mouth thing. Or if you're called Sincerely T. And then you get all the ads. But yes, I do find that quite handy. It doesn't work with 4OD though. 4OD doesn't like it. So it won't let me watch stuff. I mean, you can just turn it on and off quite easily, so you can turn it off for when you want to watch stuff or for when you want to see adverts. I have to turn mine off for on mobile games if you can get free stuff through watching an advert. So I have to turn it off then. Not that I do that often. I know, and I mean, it depends on what it's for, I suppose, but, you know, our headspace seems to be worth so little. Come off. I used to think that with billboards and stuff. I suppose you could look away, but at the same time, it's like, really? You're literally advertising into my brain without me kind of getting anything for it. And then it's kind of like, well, could you please sit through the advert so that we can continue to have some viewers? I suppose, you know, it is a way to have stuff for free, but it's quite a lot. I mean, you're not even my generation, T, where you used to have to watch TV. You used to have to watch the adverts. So there was no skipping adverts. And oh, it was awful. Of what we had to put up with. No being able to watch a TV show when you wanted. Like, if you weren't there on the dot, that's it, you've missed the start. No catching that up. I suppose that's what you gave, what got the higher TV, like television viewer rates, wasn't it? You don't often get like 15 million people watching one program these days, but people don't have to watch it all at the same time, same method. I mean, don't get me wrong, I prefer it this way now. Yeah. Oh, so you do remember a bit of it then? That's it. Quick, the ads are on. Everybody to the bathroom. Or the way that adverts used to kind of follow you into the kitchen. Like, they just get like exponentially louder. Like, it's so much louder than what the TV program was. Like, don't you dare walk to the kitchen. I'm going to follow you in there. You can still hear me. But yeah, it's much nicer now. Although we do sometimes watch some YouTube videos of old adverts. Oh my god, I remember that. Yeah, me too. I used to love that when I was younger as well. We used to record stuff off of the TV, take stuff off of the TV, and then years later you'd have all of the old adverts on there. I wish I still had some of those old VHSs that we'd used to record stuff off the telly. I also knew that, you know, moving into streaming was going to start costing us so much more to just be able to watch TV. It's something that we kind of took for granted, I suppose. So now, you know, if you think of all the different streaming services and how much that costs monthly, you're probably looking at least a, well, it depends. Like our Virgin package is ridiculous. Over £100 a month, I think. We don't even have any extras like sports and stuff. The only reason we don't really change that is because other internet around here is pretty rubbish, whereas Virgin is via the cable, and I don't know. I know it's wild tea, it's ridiculous. I really need to take the TV package off there, but but yeah, we basically keep it for the internet. We have very few internet problems, so it really is worth it. But yeah, it's a lot of money. Then when you add like Netflix and Disney Plus and Amazon and Apple TV, HBO, have they got their own one? Paramount, it's just everything's spread out everywhere. It's basically like, you know, on Amazon Prime there might be one program I want to watch and that's it. Like, so that's great, isn't it? Netflix is a little bit better. I think the one we probably get the most out of is Disney Plus. Maybe not so much. Well, Techie's into Star Wars, so yeah, that it helps with that. But oh, I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it? But even then, so I don't know what our Disney worked out to be for this year. I can't remember if it was 130, possibly, or 120. Like one of my mates was talking about signing up to it, and it's £99, and it's just like, well. That bugs me, that really bugs me, because we've been with Disney since it started. And now it's like, it's costing us more than it costs your new customers, and I just get so riled by that. But yeah. Oh, I've literally ran out of wax, I think. The whole lot's gone. Where has that ended up? That makes me suspicious. It makes me think that's gone somewhere. Have to look out for that. Yeah, it irritates me so much as well. And mobiles, you're right. It's like, well, it's like basically keeping you in business and you're charging me more. And insurances too, although, you know, I don't really have to do too much changing insurance because I don't drive, but I think that's another area where they're, you know, not good to new customers. But yeah, just, you know, what used to cost you your TV license each month and a bit of headspace advertising wise now costs, well, hundreds each month. Oh, thanks very much, Siddy, and thanks for popping by and having a chat. It's been lovely to speak to you, and I look forward to seeing your coat. It must show me one way or another. And I'll sort out my links as well. I won't time out anybody else like I timed you out. Where are we? Oh, we're here. Kind of meandering around here. I've never been a good estimator of how long a project's going to take. It's blatantly not going to be done in one stream, is it? Even with another hour, I don't think we're going to be hitting there. Yeah, oh cool. Well, I look forward to it, Siddy. Good luck with the sewing machine. I haven't had mine out for ages. Not that I have ever finished a garment. But I'm mainly self-taught with things. That's probably why. I should really go and do some lessons. I'm losing drills everywhere. So, let's pop that back up a bit further. Where is that bag? We'll go get a few more of these out. It's quite a large area. Every now and then I have a little panic that I'm using the right colour. I've done all that. Oh, make sure you're using the right colour. Well, I hope I've made sure of that the first time. Otherwise, it's all wrong. That little bit of wax I've got hanging off the end there. Good, the heat has gone off. We must be warm enough. It's on a thermostat. I can now lean my head over without the risk of getting burned. That's probably an exaggeration, really. It's not burny hot. This is how I miss stuff, is because I jump to a completely different bit of the picture. I need to take the time I think it's going to be and then at least treble it, I reckon. Then I'll finish my projects nice and early. Aren't I so quick? I thought I'd just keep going for as long as it takes, but I'm wondering if my hand will cope with being curled up like this for that long. I did think it was probably only going to be about 3 hours, but I think that might be a miscalculation. Quite lucky, they're quite large patches of the same colour, a lot more fiddly further down in the picture, so it should be quicker to complete than the other parts of this picture, I would have thought. Not so much chopping and changing with the colours. Too many drills at once. That's always the case when you've got new wax. For that one, because that's a bit small. Let's put it back on the close-up view. I don't know which is better for you. Either a away view or the close-up one. That's the close-up one. I think it's a bit clearer to see what I'm doing. You just don't get to see as much of the picture. also thinking of something else I need to do a bit of research for, is to do a reading stream, a story hour. I really wanted to read my Pratchett's, but I'm not entirely sure whether I'm allowed to or not. So something else to look into. If it's just, some classics, then there are quite a few classics that I actually like, so I might start there. I think my favourite classic writer is Charles Dickens. I've never written any Agatha Christie. Read any Agatha Christie. I had it right the first time. Honestly, my brain. This is just divided. I quite like murder mysteries, so I could read those. But as I say, I need to check which books you're allowed to read and which ones you aren't. Oh, you love Pyro. Yeah, see,
Evening.
I have actually, I think I've watched some, but I've never read them, and I've heard that they're really good. My dentist recommended them.
Rebels and change makers.
I think in January.
Welcome to this.
Yeah, I'm sure, T. But whenever you read classics, you have to kind of take it as it's part of the time, and we've progressed since then. You would hope.
And vivacious.
So yes, yeah, no, totally.
Hummingbird.
So I'm actually, on that note, I'm going to watch the Magic Faraway Tree. I think this weekend, possibly. And that's Enid Blyton, and yes, I mean, she's got some very questionable stuff in her books. I have to say, I kind of skipped over. I don't think I mentioned the Gollywog at all when I read The Faraway Tree to my daughter.
Use what talents you possess.
Not that when I read it as a kid that I even knew, but it's kind of, troubling depictions that
who sang best.
Probably best to avoid. Yeah, I love The Faraway Tree. So we are going to go and see the movie. I'm sure the movie will be perfectly PC, so yeah. I'm hoping that's good. I'm going to take my eldest, but not my youngest, because the youngest doesn't like the cinema. So we've got an ad starting soon. I hope to see you on the other side. Ah, okay, mostly classics, okay. Oh, I had a feeling that meant that I wasn't going to be able to read my Pratchett's. Which is a shame. Thought it'd give me the opportunity to read them, as well as, reading them to other people. Give me an excuse to read them all again. So I'll have to have a look then at what books are in there. I mean, I'm all good if it's got the Dickens in there, because I love Dickens. He's funny, and his plot lines are all twisted, and there's always a good plot twist or surprise in it, I find. Characters are really vibrant, and yeah. Probably start on those then, if they're allowed. Write a list of all the classics that I like and then see if I'm allowed to read them or not. welcome back. Hopefully you're all back with me now. Thank you for sticking around. So we think it's only public domain books that you can read, which is mostly going to be classics. Actually, I read quite a few classics, so I'm sure I'll be able to find ones that I want to share. It could result in me speaking funny for a few weeks afterwards. And get into the tone of what I'm reading, and if that's like Charles Dickens, it's like, oh, please stop it. Stop thinking in Victorian English. It's doing my head in. Right, there's a couple in here that are really tiny. I'll remove those. Quite a few classics downstairs to start with. Oh, I need some more of this colour. There's so much of it. Not that that's a bad thing, but my neck could stretch. Oh. Quite a few of these. Oh. Currently got all the drills in little bags with their number cut off of the bag in front. Placed in the bag with them. Not that easy to pour them out. Right. These spaces filled. Move back down again. I have to look into that. Maybe you'd get a license or something to be able to read. Go and tell stories in libraries and stuff, don't they? How that works. This hasn't really been typical classical list that we usually get. A good way of discovering new stuff, just to play the random playlists. To have some panpipes. But we're talking about the big like 90s panpipes craze the other day. I think Techie was watching something about a particular synthesizer. I remember a time where it was all the rage. The noughties rather than the 90s. remember South Park did an episode, didn't they, with the the panpipers? Did they, or am I misremembering that? Oh, excuse me, sorry. So maybe that would be my task for later, to find out what books I can and can't read. Make a little reading list. I did wonder how I was going to craft and read. I'm not very good at looking up and keeping my place, but I think I've got a way around that now. Maybe I shall choose a specific day and just have a reading hour. Story hour. Sunday story hour. With CraftBreak. Are you still on screen? Oh yes, you are. Oh good. You can still see what's going on. Must I jibber jabber? Give those a little press. I've just spotted one down here. Okay, concentrate on the area I was in. Might forget to come back to it otherwise. Peruvian panpipers, I'm sure that's what it was on South Park. A lot of cartoon stuff on my mind recently. There's somebody I watch on Twitch who sculpts, and they do a single sculpt on a Sunday of a cartoon character, 90s cartoon characters, but it's kind of put lots of cartoon references in my head. It was because we were all like throwing suggestions at him yesterday and things we'd like to see. And towards the end, I kind of forgot I did it because I was in the middle of a conversation with my husband. I just put Bender. Like Bender being the Futurama robot, but I didn't make any reference to this until I just wrote Bender. And then I suddenly heard my name. That, oh, you think that Craft's a really nice lady. That she seems really nice, comes across really nice, and then she just calls you names in chat. I'd had a mouthful of tea at the time. I think I probably would have spat it everywhere. It's like, whoops. I think in a different sentence I had put in there, is he from the 90s? Because it was particularly 90s cartoons, but like I really should just kind of think about what I'm writing sometimes. Just calling people names. Thanks for the stream. Bender. I think I've spent quite a lot of my adulthood watching cartoons though. Massive South Park fan. I started watching that when it first came out in '97. I was about 14. I started watching that then. And then I don't know. I think I kind of stopped watching it regularly once I'd had kids, because a lot of my TV viewing kind of, obviously it dramatically decreased. So I haven't seen the newer ones. Oh, and the first series of the Mr. President. I think that was the first series where they had a proper kind of it was a storyline that ran through every episode. You didn't really get that before. I don't know if I like that as much. So I haven't really watched as many. I watched a bit of the pandemic specials, which were quite good. And really, I'm probably missing a treat since I haven't watched any since Trump's been in power. I know they had Mr. Garrison, poor Mr. Garrison, kind of be like, I don't know, I think I saw an episode where he was almost like a Trump character without being Trump himself. Did he kill Trump off? I can't remember. I might have done. Might be having issues, that's why I can't use him. Bring him back to life. So yes, I haven't watched as much of that recently, but I do like Seth MacFarlane's stuff, but again, you kind of have to watch that with a bit of a pinch of salt, because I don't think he particularly makes women look that great in his shows, but then I suppose neither are the men, so. I used to watch things like Archer. Actually haven't watched for a long time. Which is a spy animation. He's an American spy. He's an awful American spy. Mainly stuff that used to be on late night, what used to be Bravo. Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I haven't seen that for years either. This is kind of my evidence for why I don't think I've ever grown up. Still watching lots of cartoons. Just with slightly different content these days. I started watching The Simpsons the year that came out as well. That makes you feel old. I think that's only because we lived in Germany though at the time. As we lived in Germany, we had Sky, which I think is what it originally came out on, Sky 1. And I think if we'd been in the UK at that time, we probably wouldn't have had it, because we had more choice for TV on terrestrial TV anyway. Whereas I think our choice was limited to Forces TV, and I think that's why we had Sky while we were out there. And so my brother could watch wrestling. Although we were all quite into wrestling at the time, so. It's an old photo of me that I saw recently with my Bret the Hitman Hart t-shirt on. My cycling shorts, all the rage in the 90s. Taking on a bit of a different tone with this one. Sounds much more like you'd get in an old ball, an old Georgian ball. Oh, is there a new series of Bridgerton? I managed to kind of in the last 2 or 3 years kind of catch up all of my TV that I missed over early childhood days with the children. think that was one of them. But I read that this series people aren't really raving about, so... I don't know if that's like previews that people are talking about. Oh, my neck is stretched. Let's go get a few more of this colour out. I don't think I've got that much more of this orange to do. Oh, I'll get the bag open. Hang on. Where are we on screen? Let me just bring that down a bit. There we go. Just trying to remember where I was working. Okay, wasn't it? I like period dramas. That's probably why I won't mind reading classics. I actually quite enjoy some of the classic novels. I'm hoping Jane Eyre's on there because I quite like that one. I wonder if the Sherlock Holmes series is on there, but I have a feeling it probably won't be. That might be quite good because that's lots of short stories. We've only got one or two like full novel length stories really. The rest of them are short stories. I do have those as well, so look at sorting these playlists out. So we're kind of jumping around, aren't we, to types of music. So I'm going to switch to a blue now, I think. Be that much of the screen there actually. Oh well, no, we'll stick with doing what I was doing. So I'm choosing the colours by figuring out what I've missed further down below in the picture. So I'm just kind of filling those in and knowing that they're done. And that's kind of dictating what colour I'm doing at the moment. But that's okay. Anne's 19, are you 19? Oh no, you're 18, nearly. Blue. Just bear with me while I try and find the colour I'm looking for. Of blues, but none of them are the right one. Oh no, I've turned the bag upside down. A non-sealed bag. Annoying. You 18? You're 2. hope the colour I'm looking for is not actually purple and I've just chucked them all over the place. I found it. Oh no. I bet that's a N. There's going to be a colour we've got lots of up there. Just tipped them all out of the bag. Never mind. Dark blue actually. I thought it was going to be lighter than that. Oh well. Okay. Once I've finished doing this painting, I'll probably try and time-lapse this one. I love watching time-lapse videos of people doing art stuff. You can see it all being built up. Also, I like time-lapses of people cleaning stuff as well. I was doing that myself the other day. Had the pressure washer out to clean all the moss off of our alleyway between mine and my neighbour's house. I just managed to get all of our side done before the pipe split, which is a bit of a nightmare because I thought I'll do all of our bit first and then I'll go back and do the neighbours if I have time. I was just about to start the neighbours bit before and then the hose split, so I've got to buy a new hose for it. It's like playing power washing IRL. It was quite good fun. Till the hose split, I was just like, what's going on? I'm being covered in water. Luckily managed to clean the neighbour's fence down because it was rather mossy from where I'd been. And I did then think afterwards, well, do you know what? He cleaned his side quite recently. He didn't touch ours. I mean, I don't blame him really. It was very mossy, but you know, I tell myself to not feel too bad about the fact they only did one side of the path. Should have recorded that and made a video out of that. I like watching them. I think it was I can't remember what his name is on Facebook. Is it Mountain Rugs? He does some good time-lapse videos of cleaning rugs. Get a bit obsessive though. So I'll watch too many of them. That colour over here, I think. I don't know, it's probably not much of this one. I think we'll be switching out again. Probably to the other blue actually that's next door to this. one below it. Just had to move it again to check. I was just thinking in my head that I don't really watch any kind of epic TV shows anymore. Obviously, well, not obviously, but I really liked Game of Thrones. That's fairly epic. I mean, with kind of like epic battle scenes and that type of thing. I watched most of The Walking Dead, but kind of lost our way through the pandemic. We didn't really, I don't think we really saw the last 2 series. I don't know of anything on that's kind of similar at the moment. Put that up there. I think we need to change colour again. And that one should be fairly easy to find because I had it a moment ago. There we go. Oh, I've missed one right down here at the bottom of the page. We've got an ad starting in about a minute. So hopefully I'll see you on the other side. If not, have a lovely day and thanks for sticking around and watching what I'm doing. I was about to say chatting to me, but it wasn't necessarily the case, so it tripped my brain up a bit. Right, there's quite a few of these. The top, I think. Back. I think you're back with me. Thanks for sticking around. Working along this top bit at the moment. The patches of blue sky that can be seen in this sunset. Quite looking forward to seeing if I can create my own. Kind of try and find this canvasy type paper. No idea what it's called. Maybe if I just type in canvas type paper. Canvas-like paper. You make your own, like there's no issues with reselling, is there? So I don't know if there would be, but there's stuff you don't really think about that you need to then check out, do the research on. If something's entirely your own design, then there's obviously never going to be an issue, is there? It's then just figuring out how to make these myself. Be able to buy this type of paper for all I know. Thinking, yes, doing my own logo and stuff would also be almost like merchandising. Oh wow, such a strange thought, alien thought. Different colour variations. Oh, I know what I've got coming in the post is I've got some small, very small diamond paintings. Again, probably won't take too long to do, which are based on different artists. So I think definitely was a Montreal one. Oh, the lady with the pearl earring. But yes, it was a bunch of like classical painters, very famous paintings. I'm looking forward to doing those as well, because I had thought of doing my own kind of Montreal inspired diamond painting. And I think that's something that would show up, because there's obviously a knack to doing these pictures. They're very impressionist, aren't they? Like the dotty pictures you used to draw when you were a kid. You have to kind of think of in the way of an impressionist artist. Probably not going to be my strong point, but you know, practice makes perfect. About turning a paint by numbers into a crystal or a diamond painting as well. Just because I'm not that brilliant a drawer. Or shader, for that matter. Probably why I've always made stuff rather than drawn it, because I'm not that good a drawer really. Ooh, gone very dark. Almost horror movie-esque. There's a bit there that sounded like someone just had a breath. That's not creepy at all. It's just thinking, and there you go. That's the reason you tend to stick to mood playlists, so you don't get surprised by what's on there. I'm starting to get to a point where I've listened to enough of this. That's actually, I should write that down as well. Playlists. I do my own playlists, so the right mood for the right task. I'm not going to change it though, because I'm quite enjoying it. Unless you're not, of course. Just let me know. I'll flip it over for you. I'll put something else on. I did think about that as a reward to get to choose the genre of music for the stream. Might be quite a fun one. Just gonna check if this is the same song. Oh no, it's not. I was gonna say that was quite a change. Although, you know, that's not unusual in classical music. That's why I just said I'll just have a little check. You get different moods, don't you, and acts and stuff in music. Pretty much like written like a play, or can be. Acts and scenes. I'm just going to get some more of those out and give my neck a twist from side to side. I'm not sat face onto my desk, so I'm slightly to the side. I got my feet in this a slipper that's like one slipper for both feet, so that kind of keeps my legs in a much better ergonomic position, because I generally... Oh, am I right off the screen? Hang on, pull that back around again. Oh, I didn't think about that. I generally cross my legs over, which is really not good for your back. So this This actually keeps both my feet flat on the floor, even when I'm not concentrating on it, because that's the thing. As soon as I stop concentrating on not having crossed legs, they cross over again. What is this? Okay, let's just have a little look. We might skip this one. Speedy the Spider, the Pocket March. Let's see if there's something a bit more appropriate, shall we? Wedding Serenity? Okay, we'll see. I'm willing to try before I turn it off. Whether I would have known it was wedding before I'd read it. Potentially, not particularly. I had Canon in D for my wedding. I think that's quite a popular one. Hold on a minute. There are two different colours here. Have I picked up the wrong bag? I think I have. That's annoying. How many of you have been done in the wrong colour? Definitely 19. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? Hang on a minute. Right. So, I have a feeling it was just this top row, wasn't it? That was L's? Yeah. Let's just scrape those off. Probably don't put them back in. Let's keep them away from the other ones. Oh, that's what happens when you're not paying attention properly. Realised I can't chat and do other things at the same time. It's really strange. Probably why I don't talk loads when I'm working. That's because I can't do it. Right. At least I know where they went. And I've got long enough nails to pull them off. I suppose if I get any off that are meant to be there, I can just pop them back on there. There you. Not that top row. That top row is okay. Remember where I went? I think you're okay. You're okay. Okay. Right, I think that's all of you I've done wrong. I think. Let's go check that one. No, you're okay. Right, where is that? Those back into place. Right, okay. I haven't actually done that many in the wrong colour yet. That's good. Good to know. If I keep those all down there. This one. Make sure I get the right one this time, which I have. Keep them at this end. There we go. Well, if I had the perfect number, that would be great, so then I can just pour the others out. Probably my brain telling me I need a break. There we go. It's only when I looked down in the tray and thought, I've got two different colours there. That's the only reason I noticed. I wouldn't have done otherwise. The only issue is now having got both of the different colours in one tray, I can't shake it about to turn them over. We'll just mix them all up. That's okay. There we go. As I didn't notice earlier, they're quite different colours. They're not always that easy to get off. I don't know if I pressed them by that point, but they're not always easy. Try and be careful. It's worse when I do it the cross stitch. I do whole patches that are incorrect. You're just like, oh no. Because you do all the different stitches on the same length of thread. It's never just undoing the one stitch that you've got wrong. Trying to undo a whole section. Actually, I should probably make a time to do cross stitch this week, because I know that the last time I did some, I did go wrong, and it's sat there waiting for me to sort it out, and that's possibly putting me off doing it again. So I need to do my 5 minutes, my 5-minute rule. Task I don't want, just do 5 minutes, and that'll probably be enough to get that sorted out. Actually, I only need to unstitch a little bit of it, retie it, and then I'll have to re-stitch those bits in. Right, we're very close to the end of this section. I think that's all of that colour as well, so as long as I haven't missed any. You're starting to put colours away now. Okay. I can't shake them properly, there we go. Quite a lot today. It's just not what I envisioned doing. Thought I'd be able to do the whole lot, but I think that might have been a bit optimistic, to be fair. Okay, and I'm just going to check over and see if I can see any more of that colour. A few blues around, but no, they're different ones. Okay, so we've done quite a bit in this section this morning, and that's what I'll come back to tomorrow. So going by what I've done today, I think it's probably going to take me another couple of streams, you know. We'll see. Thank you for joining me for the craft stream today. I will be doing some gaming later. I'm going to do some more Luigi's Mansion, because I think we've only got 2 levels left. That will obviously include the big boss level, so how easy that will be, I don't know. But yes, I'm going to try and do a bit more of that tonight. I would potentially say it's the last session of it, but I shouldn't really, because I always get it wrong, so. And each level's taking me about, you know, the time of one stream. Some of them are quite hard. Taking me a while to figure out what to do. And then hopefully later in the week, my Hobbit hole model will be here, and we can get started on that. Order super glue. Put that on my list too. Things to do straight after stream. Order super glue. So, take care everyone. Bye bye for now.